Hey friends, my name is Jen and I love cookies. I am here today to rate my 7th of 8 cookies from World's Best Dough. I left their thing over there, that's okay, I've shown it the other 6 times. This one is a peach cobbler pie cookie. It is not vegan. It is a little bit squishy though, so I have made the decision not to heat it, at least at first. I may change my mind partway through. I was tempted, but I wanted to be consistent with my ideology that cookies should be eaten like a cookie and you shouldn't need a fork. And because it's already squishy, I was pretty sure if I heated it, I was going to need a fork. So it's not heated, but it is a peach cobbler pie cookie. So you can see some peaches on top here. I think they were just placed, although there is a little bit on the sides as well. The center on the bottom here is very squishy, so I am quite certain that there will be a peach filling actually in the center of this cookie when I get there. Aside from that, it's standard World's Best Dough size, meaning not that big around, but big around, and very, very tall as they all are. So let's get started. So the dough itself is very buttery, which I'm a huge fan of. And I can also taste, I want to say cinnamon, some spices in there. It's not just plain sugar cookie dough. It's very good, very soft, nice and gooey, of course, as they always are from World's Best Dough. But the outside is very solid on this one. I feel like I see hints of some sort of chips in here somewhere. But so far, both of these bites have been exclusively dough. So I think it's gonna be mostly just the cookie dough with the peach filling in the center. But I'm okay with that because the dough is really good. I would happily eat a cookie that was entirely this dough. Probably not of this size because I think it would get boring. But a normal size cookie that was just this flavor, absolutely yes, I would eat that. So I'm starting to pick up on a hint of something else. I want to say it's a lot of vanilla. I see, like, I don't think I actually got into it, but I see I'm approaching one of the things that looks like a chip of some sort. So I wonder if it's just a very vanilla flavored chip. Or it looks like I may be just starting to approach where the filling is. But I do feel like I'm getting a stronger and stronger vanilla flavor as I get more toward the center of this cookie. Okay, so I've definitely reached a number of the chips. It looks like they're either white chocolate chips or just the white chips that are candy, but not chocolate. And it also got just the tiniest bit of the peach filling as well. They're definitely cinnamony peaches. I love cinnamon, so I think that's a good thing. And I am continuing to get that like strong vanilla flavor here as well. I'm curious if these chips are clustered toward the center or if they're gonna be toward this side as well, because it's really common with World's Best Dough cookies for the mix-ins to be kind of clustered to one side. So I'm intrigued to see if they're clustered toward the center or if they just weren't at all on the side that I happened to choose to eat first. Okay, so I am well over halfway into this cookie. I have gotten little pieces of the peach filling. I was hoping to get a lot more of it exposed so I could show you, but I haven't. You can see the little bit of it right here. So what I can say about the parts of the filling so far is that this cookie as a whole is very gooey on the inside. It's one of the things I love about cookies from here. But the peach filling, for obvious reasons, is extra gooey. And I actually think it complements the gooiness of the rest of the cookie very well. And I really like it. Because as opposed to being like, whoop, totally different texture, it's just like an amplification, exaggeration of a flavor that's already there. And it's really good. However, I am disappointed that I only have this much of the cookie left. And I really haven't gotten to like the centerpiece of the filling yet. So when I did the apple pie cookie from World's Best Dough, there was like one apple pie filling slice in the center of the cookie. And I really wanted there to be more, or have them be in smaller pieces and like more distributed throughout the cookie. I thought that perhaps this one was gonna be like that, but I don't think that's the case. I think that it is just gonna be one peach, if that even, because there just like really isn't that much of the cookie left for the filling to be in. So I'm gonna give that same feedback here probably, but I'll finish eating it to make sure I'm not lying, I guess. That'll be good. Okay, so I've gotten to this much of the cookie left and I have not uncovered any additional peach filling. So it's obviously a very small amount. Definitely would have liked more. Also, when you're just having the dough, it's not necessarily boring. And the chips that are mixed in do help, but it's just very consistent. And I feel like it's ending up like peanut butter in my mouth, where it like just sticks to everything because of how gooey the dough is and because there's so little of the peach filling. So that was just another way of saying I really wish they had put more peach filling on the inside of this cookie. Mostly came out in one bite. There's a little bit left there, but not a lot. It's disappointing. More filling, please. So, I feel like I have pretty much already said what I need to say about this cookie, so I'm just gonna quickly reiterate the main points. The plain dough by itself was really good, but it definitely needed more of the peach filling to break up that actual dough. I think if the cookie had been half the size that it was, I would have been happy with it, but because it's so big, it does get kind of tedious just eating like that much of the dough. And because it's so gooey, it ends up sticking to your mouth and it gets like harder and harder to eat. Not because it's dry or like really chewy or anything, just because it's stuck in your mouth and your mouth starts sticking together. I think like the apple one, I would have preferred if they had cut the peach into a little bit smaller pieces, or honestly, even that peach was small enough it could have stayed the same size and just been better to distribute it throughout the cookie. I did also mention that they tend to have all the fillings over to one side, and that turned out to be the case here as well. The peach filling, when I got to it, was pretty to the side of the cookie as opposed to the center, but there were also way more of those white chips over on the side of the cookie that I'm gonna guess were just vanilla. Way more over on the far side of the cookie than the side that I started with. So I would say the idea for that cookie was really good, but the implementation could have been improved. Definitely still a good cookie. If someone put it in front of me, I would eat it again. I don't think I would pay for it again, but I didn't dislike it. So I want to go with like a 6.6 on that one. Feels a little harsh, but I've been getting harsher over time, and it just like, it was good, but it wasn't outstanding. I feel like I needed some better implementation to give that a higher score. Okay, if you like watching me talk about cookies, please like, comment, and/or subscribe below. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day and eat more cookies.